If you're thinking about becoming a real estate investor and you want to build some passive income because you want to get out of the rat race, there's a couple of ways that you can do that. You don't necessarily have to have a ton of money in order to start building up some sort of passive income. My name is Seanu Uyehara. I'm an area manager with Geneva Financial. Been in the mortgage industry over 15 years, and I created my channel to help you understand the mortgage world a little better so you can get the right mortgage and build some wealth through real estate. If you have questions on a specific scenario that maybe you're dealing with, you can always send me an email below in the description, comment below. I'll be happy to answer any of these questions, or if you even need to get some financing for a purchase or refinance, my team is licensed across the country and we'd be happy to lend a hand. Now, things have been getting tight for a lot of us financially, especially with all the inflation that's been going on over the last year. And I think it's really caused a lot of us to think of ways to earn passive income, whether it's buying property, whether it's through automation or some of the AI that's been coming out. A lot of us are looking at side hustles and other ways that you can make some extra money. But if you love real estate like I do, and you're looking for ways that you can invest in real estate and start building up some passive income, here's a couple of ways that you can go about doing it. One of the ways is simply investing into a real estate investment trust. You can invest into a trust and you're not going to need thousands and thousands of dollars to generate any sort of passive income. They typically pay dividends that you can receive, whether it be quarterly or semi-annually or even annually. But that's an easy way that maybe you can start putting money into a real estate investment trust that's going to be at a low cost to get your foot in the door. Now, another way you could look at building up some passive income is one way I wish I would have gone back and done this when I bought my first property, is looking for a multi-unit home. Buying a multi-unit home is a really good way to get your foot in the door with your first investment property. So whether you're buying a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, this is a really good way that you can utilize an FHA loan where you're only putting 3.5% down and you're buying an investment property to do so. A lot of times the rent on the other units can probably cover most, if not all, of the mortgage payment. So therefore you can pay down the mortgage quicker. You can have some passive income from the other properties, and that's an easy way to get started. A lot of people buy their first home and they only think about buying single family properties or sometimes even condos or townhomes. But if you're in an area where there is inventory in the multi-unit sector, I would strongly look at that. See if there's a way that you can buy a property that's either a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. Remember, anything after 4 units is considered a commercial loan. So as a residential mortgage lender, we can only lend up to 4 units. And that's why I kind of stop at the 4 units there. So if you're thinking about trying to buy an investment property and maybe you do have some cash laying around, that'd be a really good way to where, as long as you're living in one of the units, utilize an FHA loan and you could certainly purchase that property. Now, for a lot of you, if you're buying the more conventional route, you could look at just purchasing an investment property. This is going to take a little more capital to do so. Typically on an investment property, you're putting anywhere from 20 to 30% down. Where interest rates are today and how much homes have appreciated over the last several years, I have been seeing more and more clients put more money down because they are looking to generate that cash flow like we're talking about today. So a couple of things on that. If cash flow is your jam and that's what you're looking for, you're probably going to stay away from higher priced areas like your Californias, your Seattles, and even Florida market has been really, really hot, unless you really want to put a ton of money down, or maybe you're just paying cash for the home. A lot of people are still leveraging properties, and if you're buying homes in the Midwest, you definitely can get some cash flow out there too. So it really just depends on what your goal is as an investor, because any property can cash flow as long as you're putting enough money down. But then are you going to get the return that you're hoping to get for as well? So again, you just need to crunch those numbers. Any good loan officer can work side by side with you in order to help you start building your real estate portfolio. I think if you do a combination of all the 3 things that I mentioned, if you have some money into a REIT, maybe you invest some money into a commercial fund, that's a great way to have just money on the side that's passively working for you. You know, you're not owning a property. You don't have to deal with tenants moving out. You don't have to deal with any of the headaches that come along with owning a home, and you could still generate some sort of dividend income. It may not be as much as you would receive from owning a property, but we all need to start somewhere. And this is where I think a lot of times when we think of real estate, we think that we have to have hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars to get in the game. But you can look at the REITs, you can look at fractional ownerships, you can even partner maybe with a friend or family member, so that way you don't have to come out of pocket with a ton of money. Real estate is a really great vehicle that has been proven over time to consistently win when it comes to returns, when it comes to appreciation, taxes, and all the other benefits that you get by owning a property. So don't let the money portion be a barrier to you, because there's a lot of ways that you can get your foot in the door without a lot of money in real real estate. If you want more ways of how you can invest or ways that you can put your money to work, send me an email. I'd be happy to break down a list for you and maybe even connect you with some of our other folks that are having success right now. So even though it's a crazy market, there's a lot of opportunity and you can take advantage of that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.